sir. If you're able to safely and responsibly testify without your mask, that would be our preference.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Go right ahead.
Good morning. Could you please state your name for the record and spell both your first and last name?
Michael Boldt, Michaelboldt.
Mr. Boldt, did you know a person people by the name of Bart and Krista Halderson?
Yes, I did.
How did you know them?
Bart was a lifelong friend of mine. Grew up down the road, and I got to know Krista pretty much as soon as he met her.
Did you know their children?
Yes, I did.
In what capacity did you know Chandler and Mitchell?
I am actually godfather for both of them.
Did you have contact with them throughout the years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would see usually holidays and for both of the boys' birthdays and around tax time because Bart did my taxes, so.
Okay. How did you come to learn that Bart and Krista were missing?
I got a text from my sister and she said, "Have you been on Facebook this morning?" And I replied no, and immediately went to Facebook to where I see that she had shared the picture of Bart and Krista and that they were missing.
And when you learned that they were missing, did you start to learn details that they had taken alcohol or gone to a casino?
I did. I believe it was when Chandler had his interview with one of the local stations down here. I was online constantly, looking for something, and I saw what they had reported or what he had reported.
And you were good friends with Bart. Tell me about his drinking habits.
When I was with him, if we had a drink or two throughout the whole weekend, that would probably be it. Sometimes we would go the whole weekend without having a drink, and it was never in front of Mitchell or Chandler. And
I assume, obviously, Bart was your accountant.
Yes.
Tell me about his habits with money.
I don't like to call people tightwads, but I would say Bart was very tight with his money. And he actually introduced me to his investor and suggested that I get something set up for my son as far as a 529 was concerned, which I took his advice, and I know he put money away for the children. And, we had conversations about it. And
did you ever know him to gamble?
no. I could have given Bart a $100 bill, and I think he would have gave it back and said, "No, we're not going." I don't ever think that he stepped foot in a casino as far as I'm aware.
At some point in your careers over your life, you worked in solar paneling. Is that fair?
That is correct, yes. I went to school, I believe, in 2011, 2012, and then I got a job shortly after that.
Did you ever have conversations with Chandler about solar paneling?
Yes, briefly. Bart and Krista and Chandler and I talked about it, and they had told me he was going to go to school for solar energy. And I borrowed him a tool that I had received when I went to school, and we discussed it briefly. And that was pretty much the extent of that.
Did Chandler ever work with you installing solar panels?
No, he did not.
No further questions.
Cross-examination?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. May this witness be excused and released.
You may,
Yes.
and then if we could approach.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Thank
good
you.
remainder of your day.